Also, on the DK Sportsbook, we got some season matchup props. So basically, you can bet on one player to outperform another for the season. So let's take a look at QB passing touchdowns. Now, you can pick between matchups like Brady versus Mahomes, Tannehill versus Burrow, or Rodgers versus Wilson. Geoff, who are you taking to have more passing touchdowns this season? Rodgers at -125 or Russell Wilson at -105?
I'll take Russell Wilson here. I mean, obviously we're getting a matchup of two elite QBs. We're getting Aaron Rodgers coming off perhaps the best season of his career, so there's going to be recency bias here. 48 touchdowns versus Wilson's 40, but Wilson's 40 really should come with like an asterisk. I mean, that the Seattle offense in the back half of the year, I don't think Russ had a 3-touchdown game in like his last 7 starts. So we see the potential there for Russell Wilson, and you've got to figure with Green Bay. Their defense probably going to be a little bit better. Yeah, Devontae Adams has come back. The whole band is coming back. But I really do feel like you probably hit the peak with Rodgers in the 48 touchdowns. Like, if anything, they might run the ball a little bit more this year. They're in a weak division again. It really feels like Russell Wilson in this up-tempo offense with Shane Waldron, and maybe I'm the only one buying into this, is going to let Russ cook a little bit more. I feel like 40 touchdowns, 40 plus is on the table for Wilson again with the full season with DK Metcalf. So I'm going to take the better odds here on Russ. I think this one is insanely close, though, and you could easily go either way.
Kenny, Geoff is going with Russ. Who are you going with?
I can't go with Russell Wilson. Have we learned our lesson by now? Trusting the Seahawks to give Russell Wilson the key? Yeah, exactly. I mean, look, I can't blame you, right? They have great uniforms, great head coaches, very memeable, and Russell Wilson, who might be the best quarterback in the NFL, then not named Patrick Mahomes, right? But the problem is they don't give him the shots to throw the football, and they love to run it. And I don't know if I can realistically trust this Seattle Seahawks offense to give the ball to Russell Wilson and let him throw over 40 touchdown passes. I know that Aaron Rodgers had one of his best seasons last year, but he's still out touchdowned Russell Wilson, whatever you want to say, by 8. And yeah, you mentioned those games down the stretch for Russell Wilson. The Seahawks early in that season, Russell Wilson had to throw a lot because that team was falling behind a lot. That was one of the worst secondaries in football. I'm not sure how much better it's going to get this year, but we can expect it to get a little bit better. They did do some work over the offseason, so I don't know if they're really going to be throwing the football enough for Russell Wilson to overtake Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers has a couple new toys to play with now in that offense, and I think that he'd be the pretty smart bet here.
AJ, how do we feel? You can't trust Russ?
I mean, I think it's, for me, less about trusting Russ and more just about Aaron Rodgers being motivated, angry, whatever you want to say, and kind of dictating what's going to happen with this team right now. I think to assume that we're going to run the ball more is probably fair, but at the same time, you've got just Aaron Rodgers in a situation where he's going to dictate what happens on the field, and that could mean throwing it up more and more, even if it just ends up being checkdowns to Aaron Jones and going that route. I just don't see a way that Russell Wilson can produce at the same level that I anticipate Aaron Rodgers will this year. So it's not a knock on Russ. Maybe you look at him against somebody else here, but I just think Aaron's poised for a big season.
Yeah, before we move on in my opinion, the best value you're going to get on this prop, Ben Roethlisberger -130 to have more passing touchdowns than Trevor Lawrence. Give me that all day.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
Love that one. So
weren't they number 1 last year in throwing the football, the Steelers, the most times?
33 touchdowns for Ben in 15 games, I think. So